Today on Kicks Chronicles, we chat Yeezy, Adidas, and all of the new bits that are coming out from the brand, and whether it's okay for us to cop, given some of the comments that Kanye has recently made. I also unbox some of the new bits that I've just copped from the Yeezy and Adidas. And lastly, I'll be dropping a very, very exclusive interview I had with the man, the myth, the legend, Culture Force. This is Kicks Chronicles. Yes, my people, big PROZECH in the car. You already know what it is, man. Kicks Chronicles, episode 74 of your sneaker and lifestyle podcast, Kicks Chronicles. As I said, I'm your boy PROZECH. Welcome. Wherever you are, hope this podcast finds you well and that you're having an amazing day wherever you are in the world, in the country, on the globe. You get me? Let me know in the comments. Let me know where you're calling from. Although I see the analytics and I see we're fairly global. You get me? We're worldwide. You get me? That one's there. So, with all of that being said, I hope you guys are well. Hope your families are well. Hope things are going well for you in your life. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, because you guys really support, man, and your listening and your watching really helps in terms of motivating me to keep on doing what I'm doing, man. So I do appreciate that. So I really do want to build that community, and yeah, man, the community is built through those lines of communication. So guys, let me know how you're thinking, feeling. You get me? What I can do to help to continue to foster that community in terms of Kicks Chronicles, man, because yeah, I want this to be the biggest storytime podcast of all time. It's in terms of Kicks. You get me? Like, so we can continue to rock out and help one another in that regard. So anything I can do to help you, let me know. Anything you can do to help me. Oh yes, there are a few things you can do, like, comment, subscribe, all of those good things. And for all of those that watched our previous episodes, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. With the man Ohis, personal shopper extraordinaire. You get me? Reseller. You get me? Fingers in a lot of pies, various different revenue streams, as he's explained. You get me? Those podcasts are available on all podcasting platforms, or anywhere you get podcasts. Feel free to get that. Today, as I said, we will be doing things a little bit differently. You get me? We're going to be doing things a little bit differently. But before we get into interviews, let's talk a little bit about Yeezy and Adidas, man, because there's a lot of noise popping off and a lot of kicks being thrown out by Adidas in terms of these Yeezys are now available. And some people might be listening and from the periphery looking at what's happening and essentially not understanding the nitty gritty. And it's important for us to have a little bit of context in regards to the relationship between Kanye West and Adidas and what's essentially happened. And also context in regards to his recent comments in regarding people that really vibe with Kanye not purchasing the latest Yeezys. You get me? Whether that's a good thing, bad thing, what we think about that, I'll share my thoughts on that momentarily. But harking back to the relationship between Yeezy and Kanye, it's been fairly toxic, a little bit tumultuous, for want of a better term. You get me? They've been together for many, many years, and it wasn't always like this. It wasn't always like this in the early days. You guys remember the early days, you know, Turtle Doves, Pirate Blacks, 750s, get me, Calabasas joints, 700s, Wave Runners. Those were the glory days right there, boy. Those are the glory days. You get me, man? We all remember those three straps, man. The copper, the Oreo, and the red strap, man. These were the glory days, man. We all were vibing with Kanye, Adidas, and the whole Yeezy line was definitely doing its thing. And Kanye really helped to cement Adidas as a player in the hype era. When it was at its highest, Adidas was a real player in the sneaker hype era, and they were not before. And some argue that they haven't been since, but Kanye really put them on the map in that regard. And that cannot be denied. And Adidas cannot deny it. And their bottom line is evidence of it. But we fast forward to now, and as some have said in the past and probably still say, good things don't last. And unfortunately, in this regard, the same thing happened. And it was only a matter of time before those cracks that were forming in the early days, you know, them jumped over Jumpman days, turned into a full-blown communication breakdown and war between Yeezy and Adidas, causing him to leave the brand, or essentially, from Adidas' perspective, be kicked out from the brand after some let's say, disparaging comments about a certain race. Moving swiftly on. Now, since then, chairmen have changed, boards have convened, significant losses have been reported, and as a result, the dynamic duo last year came back together. They ran it back. You get me? They got together and it worked, man. They were able to sell a lot of Yeezys. A lot of people made a lot of money. I was able to get my Pirate Blacks. You get me? But most recently, in a different turn, Yeezy has come out and essentially said he's no longer working directly with Adidas. He has no relationship with Adidas. And the Yeezys that they are putting on, the colorways that they are putting out right now, are completely unsanctioned, are not official Yeezy colorways. Interesting, right? And it put the buyer in a bit of a weird space, because if your allegiance is to Kanye, you might feel a bit weird about buying some of these Yeezys. And it seems like a lot of people are not buying these Yeezys. Whereas if your allegiance is to just the comfort of your feet and just buying kicks or whatever, I mean, people are just going to buy the shoes. So he essentially said, boycott these new colorways. Like, they're not sanctioned, boycott these new colorways. And I kind of think I agree. Yeah, boycott the new colorways. They're trash anyway. You get me? Some of them. I mean, the thing about Yeezys is that there are a lot. It's a lot of Yeezys that are out there. The various different silhouettes, the various different colorways, there are a lot. And the new ones aren't groundbreaking, especially the new ones. And it's like, there are 1,350 V2s in the world. Do we really need another one? And I know saying that is sort of rich coming from a sneakerhead. You probably, some of us that are watching this may have like a wall of 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 pairs of the same silhouette. But it is what it is, man. We're a fickle bunch and we tell it like it is when it suits us. So yeah, he asked us to boycott the thing, and it's easy to boycott the thing when when it's whack. But I'm gonna be so honest with you. Right? I've copped. I mean, like, and as much as I respect and love Yeezy, because I'm a big fan of Kanye, his genius, his legacy. This guy ain't my daddy, broski. So I mean, I'm gonna do what I want to do, regardless. Irregardless. I'm gonna do what I want to do. You get me? And if I want to pick up a pair of kicks, because we're in a buyer's market right now, and like, we have a lot of power in terms of our ability to get the kicks we want. And I've been struggling to get some slides and some foams for a minute, especially in these darker colorways. So let's get into it. Yeah, I managed to pick up the Onyx foams and slides directly from the Adidas Confirmed app. Slides came in at £60. Got mine in a size 14. Currently reselling at £75 or $110. Foams, got them at £80 in a size 13. They are not reselling. They are still on the app and available. Let's have a quick look at the shoes. Let's look at the slide first. Ooh, there you go. There you go. I'll take one out. That was embarrassing. Okay, that wasn't me. For those that are listening, that noise wasn't me. It was the box. Slide box now to embarrass. Yep, we've got the Onyx Yeezy slide. If I can make this shoe now, I've said it a million times on the pod. For those that this is your first time, welcome. But my feet are a little chunky. I got some chunky boys down there, and this design of the slide doesn't really work with the setup of my foot. But I'm a trier. You get me? And if I can make this size 14 work, I'm a size 12 by the way. If I can make this size 14 work, I'm gonna make it work, especially in this colorway, which is fairly sort of like innocuous, just calm. Like it's a shoe that I could definitely wear, and it is like by most people's account, I should say, um, like the best slide on the market. Super, super comfortable. So yeah, if I could get it to work, I'm gonna keep these. If I can't, I'm gonna shut them. You already know. So the slides, those are the slides. The foams, with the famous inside out box. Got the foams. Now I've already got a pair of foams in sand, but having a pair of foams in a darker colorway is kind of smart as well because obviously easier to look after and clean. These, as I said, were 80. I got them in a size 13, which is slightly higher than my size, which is perfect for these kind of, depending on what color you go for, which is weird, they kind of can run small a little bit. So I've got these a size above. They look slick. Might hold on to them, might not. As I said, they are still available on the website and on the app for those that are interested, along with loads of others. I'll give you a little breakdown of those that are still on the app right now as we speak at the time of recording. You've got the Belugas. Jeez, man. You've got the Beluga 350s, Stone Rock 350s, Salt 500s, the Stone 500s with a gum sole, which is a new thing I haven't seen with a gum sole. It's definitely a vibe. That's a nice shoe. It is new. You get me? And when we have heard what Kanye said, he said boycott the new things, but it's basically a white upper with a gum sole. It's kind of a no-brainer. So if you like the 500 silhouette, which I do, I've got the sole up there and I've got the utility black. I don't think I'm in the market for more 500s, but if I was, that gum sole would probably grab my heart. And there are some other slides as well. Now, the reason why a lot of these are probably sitting, because they are, we can't deny that these are sitting, but things are sitting everywhere pretty much. And the reason is, might be because of what Kanye said, might be because of sort of people having loyalty to Kanye. But it's far more likely to be because the market's literally flooded at the moment with a lot of sneaker NPCs, a lot of kicks with no personality and no real story behind them, just flooded the market. And essentially now people are far more discerning. I think from the years from the pandemic all the way to now, brands took the absolute mick in pumping out anything that kind of, for whatever reason, caught any kind of traction. They just flooded the market. And now what we've got is loads of people with loads of shoes in their houses. Just loads and loads and loads of kicks. Case in point, my own. Right behind me, you can see loads and loads of kicks. And I keep a tight 25. You know me, I don't keep a bloated collection. You get me? But there are people out here with loads of kicks that they just can't get rid of. And they end up having to just give them away or sell them for way below retail. And it's annoying and means that you don't have as much money to go back into the market to cop random kicks that have no real rollout, have no real marketing behind them, no real killer story, no real connection to the culture. So yeah, it means that people have to dig deep and do more. I mean, respectfully, I was away over the last week, but I saw what Nike did with the DN. I respect it. Even though it kind of gets to the point where you feel like maybe they're shoving it down our throats a little bit. But with that being said, you can see they're putting in a lot of effort to make us realize that this is an important shoe to them. The collaborations that they're choosing, the influencers that they're seeing in pairs to, the events that they're doing, show us that they think it's important, and it communicates a lot. And therefore, it elevates that silhouette in our minds. So I do respect that, and that needs to happen on more silhouettes, if I'm being honest. But moving back onto what we were talking about in regards to Kanye, let's see what happens in regards to to what else Adidas roll out, because I mean, I know what Kanye said, and he's my guy, right? He is my guy. I mean, I'm not gonna debate that with anybody, man. I've been rolling with Kanye for years. You get me? And even though I don't necessarily listen to his albums, I'm talking about in Kicks, right? In Kicks, he's an absolute genius, right? What he's been able to do in Kicks and streetwear and clothing and fashion in general, he is the one. He's Neo. Without him, there's no Jerry Lorenzo. I mean, no Virgil Abloh, Don C, Samuel Ross, a lot of the pillars of our sneaker culture and community that we look to as those guys. You get me? There's none of that. Arguably, you could say Pharrell's not in the position that he is at LV, if not for a Kanye as well. There are many people that you could sort of track back and look back and see, you know what, because of the things that Kanye did, the words he said, the interviews, the relationships that he made. Yeah, the guy did his thing. The guy did his thing, and we are benefiting from the relationships and from the sacrifices and the legacy that he's built over the years. That being said, I await to see what will happen from Adidas' perspective in the next weeks, months, what will happen in regards to how deep they're going to dip into that bag. And when I say that bag, I mean, it's easy to reject some of these newer colorways because, as I said, some of these new colorways are trash. But if they start dipping into that nostalgia bag, broski, if they start dipping into that nostalgia bag, my boy, you get me? I mean, a turtle dove? Say it ain't so. At 750, you're wilding, bruv. You're wilding. You get me? 750 Calabasas? I'm just saying, bro. If you started dipping back into those kind of things there, you get me? Like, Big Boy PROZECH might get involved, and I'm being respectful. You get me? With all the great things that I've said about Kanye, those are legit colorways that he had his full hand on, and I'ma get involved, and nobody can say nothing to me. You get me? So yeah, we are waiting to see how deep they're gonna get in their bag and how far they're gonna go in regards to what they have Yeezy wise. Much love continually to Kanye, but respectfully, sometimes Kanye don't even listen to Kanye. So we move, man. This week it's gonna be a little bit different. It's not gonna be the regular interview. It's gonna be interviews. Intriguing. I know. It's a little bit different. A few weeks ago, I attended a sneaker festival by the name of Kicks and Coffee. Kicks and Coffee. And it was in East London, and I caught up with some amazing people. And while I was there, I did a few interviews. And I want to share those with you. My people, I want to share that with you. Now, there were some people there that are really, really cool from the perspective of they're just like in the sneaker scene doing their thing, like really, really cool personalities, and some people just like titans of content out here. And we managed to speak to them. So I managed to speak to a couple. I'll reel off a couple names. Mr. Off the Wall, very close friend of Sneaker Den, friend of the show. The Firmed Up podcast, shout out to Firmed UK. You get me? Firmed UK podcast, the man them from Firmed UK. Managed to speak to them as well. Moses.PSD from London Sneaker Club, my guy, my brother. You get me? Responsible for the biggest video, well, sneaker related video that I've had on IG. I've had some other bigger videos, but I love Moses, man. Moses is the guy, man. Very, very cool. You still don't really know how old he is, can't tell. But he is taller in real life than he looks online. And very cool guy. And Kicks and Coffee event organizer Joe Palmley, also had a chat with him. Lastly, the legendary content creator, sneaker content creator, streetwear content creator, Culture Force, the man that was all over our timelines, you get me, throughout lockdown and when have you, like, he's been pitting in big numbers, Hype Report as well, massive podcast in the scene as well, doing his thing, like catching up with some amazing people. Recently saw he did his thing with 5 Foot, FD from the future, Ant Kicks, you get me, like, just doing big things, you get me. So managed to catch up with him as well. So yeah, you're gonna hear all of those interviews. They're not like massively long interviews, like 5 minutes each, pretty much. But they do all have a central through line, a question. And the question is, when did you fall in love with Kicks, and what shoe caused you to fall in love with Kicks? And that question, as you probably recognize, is one of my favorites, and the first question I ask in every interview that I do on Kicks Chronicles. And I think it's important for us to understand, putting out some love, understanding the reasons for this nostalgia, the reasons why we love this community and why we love these kicks. So yeah, man, very cool. The answers were really heartfelt, interesting, entertaining, funny, genuine, just lovely. And many of them, including Culture Force, are booked up for full-length interviews as well, because your boy stays cooking, right? Your boy stays cooking, right? Culture Force on Kicks Chronicles, you get me? The Hype Report and Kicks Chronicles come together. The worlds combine. You get me? Like, very cool. Culture Force. Yeah, so keep your eyes peeled for that full-length interview as well as Joe Palmley as well. I literally just wrapped that interview like hours ago. Very cool guy. My brother, Joe Palmley as well, event organizer of Kicks and Coffee as well. So you could kind of view this as a little taster. But yeah, guys, like, great interviews, in my opinion. Really enjoying it. I've got some great interviews lined up. You know, your boy stays cooking, right? And we've got the in-person interviews about to kick off in the next couple of weeks. And I've got some really cool guests lined up. Like, really cool guests I'm very excited about. So make sure to keep it locked in for that. Overall, I hope you enjoy this episode. It's a little bit different from our normal episodes, but different's good sometimes, you know? Different's good sometimes. So yeah, let us know what you're thinking and feeling. Kicks Chronicles 100, just around the corner, not far to go. You get me? Let us know what you're looking for in terms of guests for Kicks Chronicles 100, man. I'm very excited. Likes, comments, rates, reviews. You know, even if you don't like the podcast, say it in a review. I respect that. I respect it. Say whatever you want to say, but say it in a review. And that's the only way I'm going to read it. With that being said, I'm your boy PROZECH. This is Kicks Chronicles. And the question this week that I have for you is, what was your sneaker first love? Let me know in the comments, people. Let me know, man. Let me know. Tag me up. Answer the question, what was your sneaker first love? With that being said, I'm your boy PROZECH. And I've said that already. Enjoy. Yes, people. Big PROZECH in the building. You already know what it is. Kicks Chronicles. And today we are at Kicks and Coffee. Big Petty Social in the building. I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, Joe. Yeah, the originator, the creator of Kicks and Coffee. What you saying, man? How you feeling?
I'm buzzing. As you can see, I'm probably a little bit drained. It's been a long day, but it's been a great event, great turnout.
Yeah, I'm super happy for you, bro, because I feel like, 100%, man, because I feel like, man, this is the beginning of something. This is what a lot of people are saying, man. This is the beginning of something really cool, man. And yeah, man, I'm just happy for you, bro. The turnout's been sick. Like, the venue is sick. Like, free parking. People, open your eyes, G, in London. You get me? But like, what's been like in terms of like setting this up? Like, this is like the second or third one that you've done, right?
Second one, first one in London.
Cool. So it's like now you've done it a couple times. Yeah. What are the lessons learned?
Oh wow, that's thrown me right off.
Deeper question. You get me? I ain't asking you about Creps.
I think, again, the sense of community just pulling through 100%. Like, you know, we came in here early doors, stuff didn't go as planned, but it's like, right, okay, roll our sleeves up, let's go. You know, because everyone loves the event and just wants to sell shoes, drink coffee. So that's the main thing for me. I think the community.
1000%. One thing I definitely have to ask, man, Kicks and Coffee. How did you come about that combo, broski? Explain that to me.
So I think for me, it was just sitting in a coffee shop one day and I go, do you know what? Just brainstorming as you do in a coffee shop. And typically when you go to a coffee shop, you go there, share stories with friends, you know, have, again, the community feeling. And I thought, I love shoes, so what better combination? Perfect blend of two cultures. Kicks and coffee, so yeah, here it is.
Love it. No problem, bro. No problem. I saw that guy at the Lorenzo G thing, bro. Where's my Kicks?
He's got two over there at the table.
Oh, all right, I might holler at you. You got the black and the white ones. I might holler at you.
They're big size, UK 11.
Okay, we might have to holler. I'm at 12, innit? But yeah, the last thing I'm gonna ask you, broski, yeah, right? I'm asking people about like when they basically like. Are you a sneakerhead first of all?
Oh yeah, I've got Travis's on feet, Travis Phantom's on feet.
Yeah, nah, he's doing this thing.
Slight
He's doing this thing. I want to know from your perspective, yeah, like, would you say you're in love with Kicks?
Oh, 100%, 100%. My whole outfit is inspired by my Kicks. If it don't go, it goes. So.
How did you fall in love with Kicks, man?
If I'm going to be 100% honest, Virgil Abloh, the Off-White 10. I was in school. I remember it to this exact day. I was in science class. My mate hit on the OG Air Jordan 1s. I was fuming, and he sold them for $9.50 back in the day. $9.50 straight after.
Add inflation, bro. Add inflation. Yeah, just do the maths.
I was fuming. I didn't hit, not one. How many raffles were there in different stores?
Bro,
I didn't hit.
Bro, it wasn't even on my radar at that time, man. But respectfully, man, I love that, man. Because big up Virgil, rest in peace. Obviously, his legacy is untapped. Like, it's just crazy. And that 10, yeah, that's a great way to get in.
New legacy though, Lorenzo, Air Max 95. What we saying?
Come on, man. So yeah, Lorenzo. First and foremost, Lorenzo's my guy. Lorenzo's my guy. 100,000,000%. Like, everything about what he's been doing has been sick. Like, the actual colorway has been sick. Like, the drop was sick. Like, we were both there. You get me? Like, running.
We had a tear up.
I don't know who came out on top, but we both didn't get the kick, so it is what it is.
That's the only thing that's happening.
You get me? I heard that somebody was in line with a ticket. They paid like $4.50 to get the ticket, and you might not even get the shoe. Right. It was wild. It was wild. But do you know what? Yeah, 100% super happy for him, because he's one of the most humble and down to earth guys like I've ever come across in this game. Like, and just happy that he's having his moment, bro. Yeah. So yeah, man, definitely big up to Lorenzo, man. But yeah, like even talking about Kicks and Coffee, like in the future, would you love to get to the point where you could like have people on that level, on that kind of bit in the scene, like coming down here and like showing their bits? And
I think for us it's a stepping stone for anyone. You know, we're the new kid on the block, and we're coming. You know, we're not resting. So we're coming to chase the big dogs.
We love it. Let's put them all on blast. Kicks, what's the name? Creps City, sneakerhead. Just watch this face. No. Show them your face, bro. Don't hide, bro. Say it with chest, bro. It's coming for your neck. Coming for your. But bring me in though. Bring me in. Say it, Joe. Yes, people. Big PROZECH, and you know what it is, man. Kicks and Coffee, and I'm here with
Jack from Firm.
You get me? Jack from Firm. Another amazing podcast. You get me? That you guys need to get on. You get me? Like, and show your love and support. Yeah. It's you and.
Max, me and Max.
You and Max.
Every week doing Firm Fridays, talking about all the latest sneaker news. Do some unboxings as well.
What? Where is the accent from, G? I'm hearing an accent.
Yeah, man. I'm from Yorkshire, up near Leeds, actually.
Big up that Yorkshire.
Yeah, man.
Big up the Yorkshire.
Someone's got to represent the north, right? All these sneaker like influences, everything down here. I want a piece of the pie. I'm up there trying to do my own thing. You know what I'm saying?
We all want a piece of that pie, G, man. Respectfully, man. The north need to get their thing as well. Like. Kicks and Coffee, you're here today, man. What are you feeling about the event and the vibe, man? What's it? You saying?
Man, it's been so good. The main word that we've been hearing from people, right, is community. Like we've brought Joe, the guy who organised it, he's brought so many people together in the same room just to have chat, just have conversations, have a bit of banter, you know what I mean? Find out what other people know. It's been absolutely class. Like I said, I've been here all day, I've been walking around, and just the words people have been saying, like vibrant, community, the vibe's good, things like that. We're having a really good day, man.
That's amazing, man, and I completely agree with all of that, man. It feels like it's the beginning of something really cool, man. So big up Joe, big up Joe. Would you call yourself a sneakerhead?
I'm definitely a sneakerhead, man. Definitely.
Would you say that there was a point in your life where you fell in love with Kicks?
Ooh.
And what was that point? When did you fall in love with Kicks?
Man, you know what? Like, me and Max always talk about this on the podcast and stuff. And when we kind of got inaugurated into this, like the sneaker game and streetwear, like we always say, like the Supreme hype in like 2015, things like that. That's when we kind of got into the game. I remember the first pair I got really of like hype shoes that I was really after. I had some Supreme Blazer Lows. They were like the sandy colorway, man. They were so nice, and I wore them into the absolute ground. The Nike SB Blazer Lows from Supreme.
I respect that.
Unreal.
I respect that. I respect that,
Yeah.
man. And the love is real, man, because when you know how to walk something into the ground, like, just walk it dry, bro, that's how you know you loved it, man. I respect that 1,000%, bro. Do you have any shout-outs? Do you have anything you want to say to the people?
Absolutely, man. Support events like this. That's the main thing I'd want to say. Even if you have to travel, it's worth it. Tickets for this event was £6.38. That's cheaper than a coffee in central London.
Crazy.
Do you know what I'm saying? And all you got to do is come around, you have a lovely day with all these people, buy shoes if you want, trade shoes if you want, have conversations like me and you having. You know what I'm saying? £6.38. What's the point?
In London.
In London.
In London. You get me, man? And it's not wall to wall. It's not standing room only, man. You can chill, you can vibe. It's a lovely event, bro.
There's room to have conversations like
It's
this.
lovely, man. It's lovely. It's lovely. Great to meet you once again. And yeah, firmed, Kicks Chronicles. Just keep your eyes open, man, because that's definitely happening at some point. It's definitely happening at some point. Save, my bro. Yes, people. Big PROZECH. You already know what it is. Kicks and coffee. I'm here with the man himself, Mr. Highs and Lows, Tobias. He's here. What you saying, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. What about yourself? How's the day been?
I'm blessed, my bro. I'm blessed, man. Like, I'm here, an array of beautiful shoes in front of me. How could I be upset? You get me, man? You brought your wares, you get me, man? How's the day been looking for you, man?
Yeah, it's been good, man. Like most events, start slow. A lot of people having a little look around, bit of a browse, and then they come back in the second half of the day and start parting with the cash, you know? And that's what we're asking for, man. That's what we're here for.
What shoes have you brought down today, yeah, that you don't really want to sell?
Most of them. No, I'm quite fortunate because I do well in the raffles, so almost everything that's in my size, and that's what I specialise in, like size sixes. Like,
that's decent.
So these are all duplicates. So I have almost all of these in my own wear. So yeah, a few too many, but.
What are you desperate to get rid of? I can see a few pandas in there.
Yeah, my guy. Yeah, the pandas, but people ask for them.
No, without
People ask for them. The same as like,
People need to put respect on the panda's name,
100%,
man.
mate, 100%. They put a lot of the reselling idea back on the map and stuff, and they're clean. You can wear them with anything. I ain't got no hate for pandas.
No hate.
They are what they are. Do you know what I mean? So, what would I want to get rid of? There's nothing like massively I want to. There's some shoes where I can't believe they haven't gone. I can't believe these haven't gone yet. You know, these are super simple, and they're going. All my stuff's under StockX prices, so. How some of it hasn't sold, I don't know, but it is what it is.
All good, bro. We are asking people today, yeah, right? First and foremost, are you a sneakerhead? I mean, dumb question, but I'm going to ask anyway.
Depends what you're using as your definition.
Ooh, this is what I love. Okay, what do you mean by that?
I think someone who has, it's an overused word, but a bit of a passion for trainers. They need to own a few trainers. I'm not going to put a number on it. They need to have an appreciation for all parts of the industry, from the creation, the shipping, the distribution, the styling, the marketing, you know, as a buyer, as a seller. But more importantly, they need to find themselves in the community. Like, I think you need to be engaging with the people, whatever it is you do, whether that's on social media or coming out doing your thing or my thing. I think that's what makes you a sneakerhead, man. It really is.
With that being said, I mean, are you a sneakerhead? Just be real.
You know what? I know you like your short answers. I've seen enough of your content, brother. Yeah, I'd say let's go yes. Let's go yes.
I know you're a sneakerhead, Tobias. You don't have to be modest out here, bro. You do your thing. What I'm going to ask you, right, is when did you fall in love with Kicks?
Ooh, so I fell in and then out and then back in love with Kicks.
I love it. That is a true love story.
2006, 2005, Addy Colour range, with the Jeremy Scott stuff that came out, all the crazy off-key stuff. That's what I've always been about. Like I wear very plain clothes, but I just let my feet do the talking.
I love it.
So yeah, and then I started to be a bit of an adult and put my money into stuff that needed to be done. And now I've got a bit of cash behind me. I can start to make some frivolous purchases on, some leather stitched together. That's how it is. That's how it is.
Leather stitched together, bro. That needs to go on a t-shirt.
That's mine.
I'm a fighting for it. Leather stitched together is a vibe. No, that's very cool, man.
That's it, man. No matter how serious you are into it, you can't take it too seriously because that's all it is at the end of the day. It's leather stitched together, man. So as long as you're having fun doing it and not stepping on anyone whilst you're doing it, then it's all love. So.
I respect that, man, and I appreciate you. And guaranteed, I will be stealing that line tee. I know you said it's yours, but it's ours now. Just let you know.
Then what you need to do at the bottom of your videos, you need to reference me.
I need to put you on. I need to put you on the mast.
Team list 2024.
Thank you, my bro.
Cheers, man.
Alright. Yes, people. Big PROZECH back again, and you already know it's Kicks and Coffee. I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Moses.PSD, London Sneaker Club in the building. You get me, man? How you feeling about this event, man? Kicks and Coffee. Joe's been doing his things, man. How you feeling?
He's sick, bro. He's sick. Yeah, he really did his thing here. I like how it is. I like the vibe and everything like that. So yeah, I'm happy.
Are you here on a personal or on a business tip? I know how you and Risky Ryan get down on the old sniffing out the deals. You get me?
Yeah. I cleaned up. You know, for both personal and yeah. I'm a collector.
I respect it.
Even if I just buy it, that's not my size. I collect. I'm curating.
I respect it. I respect it. The guy, the master of the never-ending supreme money glitch. You get me? One. Oh, do you know what? Yeah, Pete, scratch that bit. For real, man. You man are out there, yeah, on eBay and Vinted and that, trying to do your thing, but just calm it all the way down. I respect it. All right, today, yeah, we're asking a question, right? First of all, would you call yourself a sneakerhead?
1,000,000%. Yeah, 100%.
When did you fall in love with Kicks?
I don't remember the exact time, but I do remember watching some Michael Jordan highlights, and it was specifically the game that he played in the Eastern Conference playoffs against the Cavs, where he scored that game winner against Craig Elo in the Cavs, and he was wearing the Bread 4s.
That's a deep cut right there, bro.
He got it from the sideline, jumped, scored, and then jumped in the air and celebrated. I remember that point on, it was like, oh, wow. Okay, I get it. But I was in it for basketball. I wasn't in it for kicks necessarily. And then they just so happened to be wearing cool shoes with it. So
well, you're a basketball guy.
I'm a basketball guy.
Exactly.
Guy. So it's quite organic, me coming into the sneakers.
Do you ever feel, right, and this could come off as quite a snobbish question, if that's even a word, but do you ever feel like, similar to how people that rock SBs expect everyone to skateboard, do you ever feel like you need to be able to have some kind of understanding about basketball, or at least played it a little bit to wear some of these kicks, or does it not matter at all?
It'd be nice if you did. It'd be nice if you did. If you're going to go for a specific shoe, like let's say a Jordan 14 last shot or something, and you have no idea what the last shot is, then it's a bit weird, But if you want to wear a pair of Chuck Taylor Converses, which are basketball shoes, or Air Forces, which are basketball shoes, or just dunks, it's okay if you don't know, how many seconds are in the shot clock.
Fair enough.
It's fine.
I love that, man. Do you have any words, wisdom for anybody that's out there trying to get into kicks, trying to maybe emulate some of the things that you've done, that Ryan's done, in terms of being able to create something? Because there's loads of sellers here that are hoping that one day maybe they could go into that brick and mortar and just turn the whole thing up. Any advice for them, man?
You know what? I think I'd probably want to speak to the sneakerheads more than the resellers, because there's a lot of young people out there that don't know what to buy, that oftentimes feel that they have to skip the queue and jump straight to Travis Scott, straight to Off-White. Don't do that. First, understand the basics, understand what you like. I love it. Buy those first. When I started buying shoes, I was buying Puma suedes and all of that. I wasn't even buying Puma suedes.
I brought Puma suedes here. I wore them here.
You see?
I switched up, but yeah.
You see? So I was buying stuff like that where, start from the bottom, understand the knowledge first. Because back then, I had crazy knowledge of shoes, but I didn't have the shoes. So when you're looking at me now, a lot of the stuff that I know now is stuff that I knew from years ago, but I just so happen to have the shoes now to kind of even back that up a little bit. So have those first, and then when you have stuff like that kind of knowledge, and then you end up going to a lot of these stores and speak to managers there and then they're like, oh wow, this kid really knows his stuff. Let me help him out a little bit with you'll get yourself in rooms that you never thought you'd be in as well. So I would say that. Don't skip the queue. Don't worry about the Travis and all of that off-white stuff. Don't worry about that. Don't worry. You'll get there. You will naturally get there. And yeah, I'm still young as well, so I know this as well, and sometimes I'm even going through that, but you'll get there.
You're still young, yeah? Allegedly. All right, bro. Say. Do you know what, I like to blame him because essentially, I feel like even though he's young, you're actually an OG in this thing. Legitimately, bro, you're actually an OG in this. And the thing is, and not to blow smoke or any of that, bro. People look at you and they like, I don't want to say like, I don't want this to come off like I'm sunning, but like, bro, people look at you and we're proud, bro.
Thank you so much.
100%. Bro, the EQ that you have, to be able to have done the things that you've done, because if anyone's watching this, you should know, we had 2 episodes and it was like some of the most intelligent, like, bro, but it was the funniest episodes I've ever had, bro. And the guy was dropping super
and
deep knowledge
as well. It's okay to have fun,
bro. I love it, bro.
It's okay to have fun.
It was so deep, bro.
Wear your shoes, do the thing, have jokes. You don't have to be all uptight with these people and stuff because it comes off as disingenuous and stuff.
100%.
Like to just look stark as everyone. Like it's boring. Like when I was at Sneakerness and I was playing basketball in these. Everyone was screaming.
But that's a flex though. And the thing is, Moses has that in his locker. He's a flex.
Basketball shoes,
Bro, he does that, bro, and it's all right, bro. But the thing is, bro, like all of the things that you're doing, wish you all the best, all the greatest success. London Sneaker Club, you already know that's the sickest. You get me? Risky Ryan, big up all of you man over there. You get me? Like, I'm coming down.
You're coming down.
I haven't come down, and I should have come down, and I will be coming down. And I'm gonna holler at you, maybe do lunch or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get me, man? All right, bro. See. All right. They got Fifi and so. Yes, people. It's your boy PROZECH, and I'm here with
David, aka Mr. Off the Wall.
Mr. Off the Wall in the building, man. Shout out to Sneaker Den, you know what I'm saying? He's our guy.
Definitely.
You get me? Big up Sneaker Den, you get me? But today we're asking the question, like, first and foremost, like, Mr. Off the Wall, are you a sneakerhead?
I consider myself as a sneakerhead, yes.
It sounds so deep with the French accent, It sounds sweet with the French accent. I can't lie, you get me? I wanted to ask you, like, and even with the French accent, it kind of goes with it, like French being the language of love. That's what people say.
True.
When did you fall in love with Kicks?
Oh, I was around 10 years old, so it was a mix of watching late night Michael Jordan game with my dad. So during the 90s, so it was because like I'm born in 85. So
we're around the same age.
Yeah, so 39 in May. So obviously the 90s, I was aware of what I was watching on TV with my dad. He was coming to my room, waking me up. Jordan is playing. So first of all was that, and then in the same time I started to skate. So skating as well, it was a certain budget to get shoes. Obviously my parents were not really happy for me to spend money in shoes that I was destroying on skateboarding. So I had to work to make my own money to get my first shoes. So that's why I had the love, because I had to sweat to get the money to get my shoes. So that's why I went into the shoe game, but mostly Jordan and skateboard.
I love it, bro. I love it, man. And that's 100% amazing, man. Thank you so much for your time, my bro.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. Yes, people. It's your boy PROZECH. And I'm here at Kicks and Coffee with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Culture Forces in the building. What you
Good, bro. Good, man. I'm loving it. It's great.
Oh, man, it's so nice to finally see you in person, man. You've been on my TikTok screen for like the last however many years, man, just blowing it up, man. Congratulations on all you've been doing, man.
Thank you, sir, man. It's been a good ride, bro.
You get me? And also big up for the podcast as well, man. That's doing bits as well, man.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man.
No worries at all. Today, we're asking a very, very simple question. First and foremost, before I ask that question, right? What are you holding in your hand, bro? What are you getting in?
We got a pair of Vans, Flame Vans. Now we started with a pair of Fila Wampa Stompers, a disruptor, bro.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
And we got, bro, this is a good trade, man. So
That's a massive trade.
Paid £80 for the Filas, right? Probably one of the weirdest shoes ever made. And yeah, we got these in return. Probably value-wise a little lower.
But
they're a lot more tradable. And someone will take these eventually.
100%.
So,
a lot more respectable.
Stay locked in for part 3.
You heard it here first, yeah? Bro, would you consider yourself a sneakerhead?
Mate, honestly, I can't answer that. I don't know. I think I initially got into, the reason I got into shoes was because of my mates were into Supreme and Palace back in like 2015 to 17. And then I kind of like really switched on to shoes when I saw the off-white hype, the off-white pack, and yeah, man, since then I've loved it, but I don't know. I think you've probably got to be in the game a little bit longer to call yourself a proper sneakerhead.
I respect that. Would you say that you have a love for kicks, though?
Oh, mate, yeah, man. And it's been over the last kind of 5 years, it's really blossomed for sure. Since I've had a bit more money.
Yeah, you get me. I was gonna ask what was the reason, but I get there. So what do you think? What do you think sort of drew you into the game? What do you think was the shoe? Was it a silhouette? Was it just the vibe? What was it that brought you into the game?
I think seeing the kind of like the Yeezy hype, the first like the 350 hype was ridiculous, mate. I don't think we've ever seen anything like that before. And it was just a community, man. It was like me and my friends. I effectively just wanted to be involved with my mates. And then I did, and that was it, man. We used to trade amongst ourselves, sell amongst ourselves, buy each other's pairs. And mate, that was it, man. And since then, I've obviously gone on to make some vids out of it, and that's it. That's where we are.
I respect it. Do you have any advice for any like young budding content creators, sneakerheads, people in the game, looking at what you've been able to achieve and just trying to emulate something that you've done? Like any advice you got for the people?
Yeah, man. I think you gotta be on your own lane, right? So everyone does like get ready with me's, outfits, stuff like that. That is great, and that is a way to grow and scale your content. But you got to do something different, man, because everyone's doing that. And like, you don't have to be the most fashionable or stylish guy to be into fashion, right? The subculture is so big, streetwear is so large nowadays. It isn't about dressing best. It's about telling the best story, and that's what I try and do in my content. And hopefully, I like to think I'm pretty good at it. And that's it, man. And don't listen to anyone else. Because I got so much shit when I first started, and my content was bad when I first started. And I still get a little bit of stuff now. I mean, I'm compared to some creators, I get it very, very like marginally. But mate, you've just got to firm it, man, and then the success hopefully will come.
I respect it, man. People listen, because like we've got some people in the game that have gone ahead of us and are showing us the way, literally, man. And they're in touch and distance. You get me? People like Culture Force, Elliot, Sneakernomics, man. Guys that are really doing it, man. And we really appreciate what you guys have done for the game, because it's elevating the whole thing, bro.
Yeah,
we really appreciate it.
Mate, my whole like idea of this, man, is just I want to be the guy who, like when I first got into shoes, I want to be that guy, if that makes sense. Like I want to be the guy that newbies can come to, and then they can go on and watch the guys who dress really well or have a bit more knowledge. Like I just want to be the guy who their first impressions, oh shit, I like this, and so they watch Culture Force, and then they can go on and worry about their proportions and their how to
layer the stuff, the textures,
what brands you can and can't wear, man. Like that's fine, do that. But initially, I want to be that guy. Like people who haven't been into streetwear, fashion, or shoes haven't watched any content, and I want to be the first guy, that kind of gateway, the pathway. That's what I want to be.
You heard it here first, people, man. Culture Force in full effect, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Kicks Chronicles. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, rate, review, and all that good stuff. And remember, full video version is available on YouTube, audio versions available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.